Okay, so we have a big game here in the Tenacious Baseball League, as this is the final game of the series here between the New York Mets, who are in first place, and the Toronto Blue Jays, who are currently in third. Mets with a 30-17 record. This is their 48th game. As well as for Toronto, this is also their 48th. They're at 27-20. 3 games behind the Mets, 1 game behind, or actually half a game behind the San Diego Padres, who won their game on the same day. So Toronto trying to keep pace, would like to have a chance at second. This really has a playoff atmosphere to it. And it will be Raphael Montero getting the call to the mound for the Mets today. He got 3 starts in 2016. These are the 2016 teams. And it just so happens this is the game that he needs to really start for them as we get down towards the end of the season. So he will get the start. Marcus Stroman still has a couple starts left in his tank, so he will be getting the go today for Toronto. And he will start on the mound versus this lineup for the Mets, 2016 Mets. It's Curtis Granderson, center field, leading off. Jose Reyes, the third baseman, followed by Yoenis Cespedes in left. Jay Bruce in right. Asdrubal Cabrera, the shortstop, will bat fifth. James Loney at first. Wilmer Flores at second base. Catcher, Rene Rivera, and then Montero, the pitcher. We'll go through the Toronto lineup when we get there, but let's get going here, and let's start off with Granderson facing Stroman. Getting this game underway, the ballpark conditions are great here at Rogers Center. 9s on the ballpark singles, 12s on the ballpark home runs. Obviously, we're using pretty much the full super advanced rules. So here we go. 6-3 is the first roll for a lefty. That's going to be a fly ball into center field. Kevin Pillar out there today for the Blue Jays. He closes the glove on it. That's 1 out. Jose Reyes. Nobody on. 3-5 against a righty, and he knocks one the other way. That is going to go out into left field for the single, and he does have some speed. Stroman and Deanna Navarro is catching for the Blue Jays today, so their combo is +1, so a pretty decent possibility for a steal. We will try and get him the lead. It's the sum of the two color dice. It needs to be 5 or 6 for Reyes to get a good lead. It is a 6, so he does. He's going to try and take second here. 18. It's +1 for the combo of the pitcher-catcher, but then we subtract 2 because it was being held. So that makes it a net 17. So a 1-17 chance for him to steal, and he is in there. So gets a good jump off Stroman. And so with Cespedes still at the plate, 1 out. Got a go-ahead run there down at second base. Cespedes a 5-8. Batting from the right side, it's a grounder to second. He is a right-hander, so the second baseman is going to be affected by this, holding him at second, holding Reyes. So that makes Devin Travis a 3 E19. So 3 and 5. That is going to be a single, 2 stars, and it's going to go through to the outfield. It's going to score the run. No error for Travis, but that's an RBI single for Cespedes. 1-0 Mets on top early. Brings us to Jay Bruce now. Cespedes at first. Probably not going to try stealing here with Cespedes. Not a great... Oh boy, but he does... We do have a chance at a balk or a wild pitch. Potential wild pitch. So Navarro is a... actually, no. Pass ball, not wild pitch. Pass ball. Navarro's pass ball rating is 1, so we need a 1, and that's not going to get it. So we just continue with the at-bat. Makes a good block on it. So 4-5, batting from the left. Ground ball to second base. This is going to start the double play. That's going to be Travis over to Tulowitzki, then finishing it off with Encarnacion. 4-6-3. But one run does get through there as Cespedes drives home Reyes from second base, stolen base, pivotal in that sequence. 1-0 Mets going to the bottom of the inning. Okay, right back to the bottom of the inning here, and let's go over the Blue Jays lineup facing uncarded Raphael Montero. We get these cards from Strat PC. If you buy the Season Plus card images on the Strat PC, if you use the snipping tool, you can do a pretty decent job of getting a card made. You just resize it to the card size. And it's good, but this is the lineup for the Blue Jays. It's going to be Devin Travis, second base. Leading off, Melvin Upton Jr. then batting second and playing in left. Tulowitzki to shortstop, bats third. Edwin Encarnacion at first will hit cleanup. This project is one of the things that's tough is that we have done no DH. It seems to have helped probably some of the National League teams who never had to use them. We've had to, with the American League teams like the Blue Jays, kind of like split time between Encarnacion and Justin Smoke. Been using Encarnacion pretty steadily. I need to get Smoke a game. Maybe next game I'll do that. Jose Bautista in right, bats fifth. Darwin Barney at third base. Then Deoner Navarro catching, Kevin Pillar center field, and Marcus Stroman the pitcher. Both pitchers using pitchers hitting card number 1 out of the Strat Super Advanced game pieces. We'll show you that when we get there. Here is Devin Travis leading off. Montero, not a very good hold guy. If you looked at his card, hold rating +9. So you couple that with Rivera's -2. Still doesn't meet the maximum +5 as far as we're going to use the +5. So anybody who has a chance to steal is going to probably get a chance here for Toronto with this battery. But here's Devin Travis. That's a 5-4. Batting from the right side. That is catcher X. So this is a catcher X chance. Rivera 2E1. We'll get out the catcher chart. And first roll of the D20 is a 16. That is going to be a foul out as long as there's no error made. And the only error possibility for an E1 is a total of 17. So you total up the D6s, and that is definitely a foul out for Travis. He is retired. Melvin Upton Jr. next. And give me a second here, and I will tell you how some of these guys are doing. We got to go to the Toronto Blue Jays. Upton Jr. batting 200, not so good here since coming over from the Padres. So he's looking to get that going against a right-hander. Not so easy, but let's see what happens. 3-9 is a strikeout, and so that's 2 down as Montero takes care of business with the first 2 guys. Here's Troy Tulowitzki. That is a 6-7 batting from the right. Ground ball to second base. That is going to be Flores, who does not have a great rating. 4E24. So, but it's as long as it's 7 or more on the D20, it is 7. So that's a very nice diving stop. Now, can you get the throw into first on the E24? That's a 16. And on the E24, that is a play made, and the side is retired. Great play there by Flores, able to knock it down and stay with it, and the Mets will go to the second with a 1-0 lead. So we'll pick it right up here with Asdrubal Cabrera. Cabrera, I'll try to get you some stats as we go along here. Cabrera batting a cool 341 on the season. He has 13 home runs, which based on his regular of 23, he is well outpacing his home run total based on a third of a season, as we're running a third of the games. So definitely been a good season for him. 6'8" batting from the left side, a 1-7 split for a single. Otherwise, it'll be a grounded to first. It's a 4, so a single for Cabrera, and he's going to improve on that average. Let's see, with Loney, let's just go ahead and let things roll out here. Loney at the plate, Cabrera on first. That's a 3-9. That is going to be trouble, potential double. Can it get past the center fielder? 1-4. It's a 7. That's a single, so he knocks it down. But Cabrera will advance to third base, so a first and third situation for Wilmer Flores, who has been doing pretty well this year, 277 average. He would love to drive home Cabrera from third. They will play the infield, looking for a double play here. They would concede a run if they could induce that. 5-5 righty. This is going to be trouble. A 1-4. This is deep. Is it going to clear the wall? 1-4. It's 2. It is gone. It's a 3-run homer for Wilmer Flores. He is normal power. And the Mets taking it to their future starter, Marcus Stroman. 3-run homer for Wilmer Flores and a 4-0 lead. Not even through 2 yet. Knocking in Loney and Cabrera. Just been that kind of season for these Mets. They just seem to have the power no matter who comes in there. That's his, let's see, that's Flores. That is his 5th homer in this season. Now he hit 16, so that's pretty much right on target. We only have 2 series left. So Flores with his 5th home run, 4-0. And we don't have an out here in the second yet. So Rivera, nobody on base. We don't have to roll the D20. Let's put her down there. 3-8. 1-11 single. This is more trouble potentially. But it's a 13 that will be caught on a diving play by Devin Travis. And that will amount to the first out. Next up, Raphael Montero. Pitcher's hitting card number 1. I can put it up here so you can see. We got a 2-2. That's a pop out to second base plus injury. Wow. So that's going to be caught by Travis. Now, I guess I will check the D20 for an injury. It's a 12. What does that say here on the chart for pitchers? 12. That's 9 games. That's basically like 2 starts. And what I typically do is I roll a D2. If it's 1 or 2, he stays in the game and he incurs this injury after the game, basically tightening up after the game or whatever. 3, 4, we will let him finish out the next inning. And then 5 or 6, he is out immediately. And he is out immediately, so the Mets are going to have to tax their pen here. So, but Montero is out, so that's the second out. And now Curtis Granderson, nobody on, flew out his first time up, 3-11. And that is going to be a fly ball. That's going to be Bautista underneath it, and he will grab it. But a 3 spot in the second for the Mets. Okay, so trouble for the Mets here, trying to get a spot starter through the game, and he gets injured. So they're going to have to call on another guy who's going to be a spot starter. This guy was going to start 3 games from now. Instead, they're probably going to have to push back his start a little bit. This is Gabriel Inoa, another guy who kind of filled in a few starts, and he is going to get a spot start. It's not really a spot start. There's a... well, it is. He is going to get a start one of these days. But anyway, you saw his card. He's going to have to face Double E starting off in the second inning here. So they'd love for him to get through the fourth if he can do it. Here's Encarnacion. 1-9 is a ground ball to short. Cabrera throws to Loney. That's an out. Jose Bautista. 5-6 against a right-hander. This is a potential single, or a single potential triple 1 to 2 would be a triple, and it's a 15. So the first hit of the game for the Blue Jays, Bautista is aboard. Darwin Barney. Getting the start for Donaldson. Donaldson getting the day off. I might explain here in a second how I'm doing rest at this point. 5-8. He's going to walk. A couple of fives there. That's not a great... Oh, wrote it wrong. Not a great column for... but that's going to move Bautista to second. So now Deandre Navarro, 2 on and 1 away. 3-10, and there's a walk. It's going to load the bases. So Ynoa comes in and immediately gets into some trouble. Brings up Kevin Pillar. They will play infield back, looking for 2. 6-5 against a right-hander. Ground ball to short. This could be. They're not holding anybody, so it's Cabrera. He's a 3. If he can get a 15 or higher, it's a 20. That would be a double play ball. Can he avoid the air on an E8? E8 and a 6. He does. Going to be 6-4 to 3. Pillar hits into a tailor-made double play ball, and that is not how the Blue Jays wanted to end up. Have this inning end up. They get 3 on with 1 out, and they close it out with a double play. 4-0. Mets going to the 3rd. Okay, so Marcus Stroman, his goal right here has to be put a 0 on the board. Give the offense a chance to come back. The Mets right here, their goal, get him out of this game. So Reyes, can he get back on base again? He singled in the first inning. And just so I'm fair to everybody here, let's take a look at the Mets stats. For the Mets, Reyes currently... boy, where is it? He is got to be in there somewhere. There he is, 288 average. He does have a couple homers, 10 runs batted in. Not a bad campaign here with only a couple of series left. 2-7. Fly ball. That's going to be made out by Pillar there, and he makes the catch. Got an early beat on it. Identified it. Was able to get right in position and make it an easy play. Yoenis Cespedes now singled, scored Reyes in the first. 2-2. That's a fly ball deep into center. It's going to be caught out there by Pillar as he just gets underneath it and reaches up, flags it down. 2 down. And now Jay Bruce. 1-7. This is a... Man, he just misses a 1-6 homer chance. 1-7 is a 1-6 triple possibility. But that will be a single. So, see Stroman again. They're probably not going to run here in this situation. You got Cabrera coming up, who's already gone deep. Oh wait, no, that was Flores. My bad. I forgot. I thought it was Cabrera. So, Cabrera got a single earlier. Can he do it again? 1-10. That's a ground ball. He's looking for the hole, but it's going to be knocked down by Tulowitzki. He throws to first. And Encarnacion makes the thankful final out of the inning. They do get through. He puts a 0 on the board. No runs, a hit, 1 left. So Toronto here with a little bit of a dilemma. You're down 4-0. Do you go away after 3 innings from basically your ace? They do have the possibility of this, since in the previous game they did get a win against New York. And R.A. Dickey went for 7 2/3 innings, so he had a really nice outing. They could try and put one on the bullpen here a little bit, but I think they are going to go ahead and let Stroman hit. So he will take a first crack here in the bottom of the 3rd against Ynoa. It is a 3-6. That's going to be a ground ball to Cabrera. He throws to Loney, and it's in time. 1 down. So it's Devin Travis now, leadoff hitter. 0 for 1. He fouled out to catcher in the first. 6-7. That's a ground ball to second base. Can Flores get to it again? 4 rated range, and he's a 1. That's a single. So that is going to be a single. Will they get an error as well? 14 with an E24 is not going to be an error, but it will be a single for Travis. Flores does not have the speed to be able to get to that one. Doesn't have the reflexes. So here we go. Travis, he will try to take a lead. He needs a 4 to get a good lead on that total, and he gets 7, so it won't be. So Upton Jr. now. Struggling here so far. It's 6-10 for a righty. Grounded to third. Could this be an around the horn? It's going to be Reyes, 2E20, 2 and 14. That is a G1, so that would be a double play as long as he doesn't make an error on the E20, 11, 14, or 15. It is 10, 13. He does make the play. That's a 5, 4, 3, and it is the end of the third. No runs, a hit, nobody left as Upton knocks it straight to Reyes on a 1-hopper, and he starts the turn, and it is going to be 4-0 going to the 4th. And so, the question Blue Jays fans may have at the end of this game is, did they wait too long to bring out Stroman? They basically gave away an out there, and we'll see, because they did get a single from Travis. If they could have gotten a leadoff single, they might have been in business to try to make up a couple runs here. But here's Loney facing Stroman. 5-7 lefty is a walk. Not the way you want to start this inning. Brings up Flores, who went deep in his first plate appearance of the game. And that is a 1-8. This has a chance to be another one. 1-5. It would be gone. This would be a 2-run homer. And it would be 6-0. It is an 8. So that's going to be a double. We're going to hold up the slow Loney at third, excuse me. So second and third, nobody out for Rene Rivera. Blue Jays are going to have to play the infield in, and they're going to have to start thinking about some bullpen action, because things are not looking good. They'll get Ryan Tepera and Brett Cecil, the lefty. So a lefty and a righty going. And here is Rivera. They're going to play infield in. So chance for disaster, or maybe to keep this close. 5-9 against a righty. That's a strikeout. And fortunately for the Blue Jays, Stroman has not reached his point of weakness, or else that would be converted to a single. But still the 4th. He is rated for sings. So now we get to the pitcher spot. It'll be Inoa, and I think they will let him hit. He has pitched, aside from some walks in the second, they're going to go ahead and let him hit here. So maybe they'll get a wild pitch, or nope. Let's see what happens. Maybe they can get a pitcher's card roll. Nah, it's a 3-7. Are they playing with the infield in again? I think they would be. They wouldn't have changed that. This is a ground ball, second base, but it's got the plus symbols. That is a single. That's going to score 2 runs. It is 6-0, and I think that's the hook for Stroman. Gets through as the infield is pulled in. No two ways about it. They were trying to keep the runs from scoring. They would also be trying to prevent a potential squeeze play, even though I hadn't really thought about it too much. But that's going to do it for Stroman. We're going to, with Granderson coming up, it'll be Cecil. And we will make the change. We'll be right back. It is 6-0 Mets. Well, we're still in the top of the 4th, but neither team has their starting pitcher, as Stroman's day comes to an end. 3 1/3 innings pitched. A rough outing for him. Gets touched up for, looks like 8 hits and a walk, and It could be up to 7 runs. He is responsible for Montero, or not Montero, Ynoa on first, who the pitcher gets a hit because of the drawn-in infield. So Granderson now facing Brett Cecil. Cecil, who hasn't had too many appearances, 6 ERA though, so 1-0 record, but actually 7 appearances. So he has had a few, but he's given up 4 earned runs in the process. So here's Granderson, 1 out, runner at first. Runner is not going to be going. 1-8 is a strikeout. Actually, I'm wrong. I'm looking from the wrong side. This is Brett Cecil, who's a lefty. Lefty. That is a walk. It's going to move Ynoa into scoring position. And now Jose Reyes. So Cecil, he's going to be relied on here to get some outs. And so Reyes up against the lefty. Looking for a double play to get it out of this inning. 3-5. That's a single. Another run will score as Ynoa will trot home. Not giving it a whole lot of effort, but still plenty deep in between the outfielders. Granderson will glide into third base, 7-0, and now the line on Stroman is complete. 7 runs allowed. Just a disaster of a day, looking to try and solidify that second spot. And instead, they're going to stay in third now. And now Cespedes coming to the plate. And this game looks like it could become a real problem. So 5-3, grounder back to the pitcher. They'd be playing with the corners in, so the pitcher will be playing back. He is a 5-0. So for the pitcher to get this double play, the 5-0, he would need a 20. It's a 15. That will be a G2. They will get the first of the 2 runners. The run will score. It'll be 1-4. Fielder's choice. 8-0. Wanted to try and get out of this inning. If they could coax Cespedes into a double play, they just can't get him at first. Too much speed. Now 8-0. They get 4 in the first, or 1 in the first, 3 in the second, and now 4 here in the fourth. And they're pretty close to batting around. Here's Jay Bruce with Cespedes at first. All the Mets fans that are here on the channel are thrilled. Could this be a liner? This would be the third out if it's a line out to second, 14-20. Otherwise, it's a single. It's a 13 right on the split. That will be. Cespedes moves to second, and everybody hits in this game, it seems. I think the only one who hasn't is Rene Rivera for the Mets. So, first and second, 2 outs. And it's going to be Asdrubal Cabrera for 7. That's a strikeout, and that ends the inning. So, 4 across, and that is not pretty. As, let me see something. Yep. Anyway, it is 8-0. Mets on top. We're going to go to the bottom of the inning. All right, Ynoa going into his third inning of action here. He does have a 3 ranking here, so this is basically the time when he can start having some potential fatigue issues. But 4-7, that will be a single against Tulowitzki. He knocks it through, and this is the way that Toronto is going to have to get it started. They're just going to have to start chipping away. Edwin Encarnacion, he has had a pretty good year. 341 with 16 home runs. He'd love to get number 17 here. Can he do it? 5-4 righty. That's a ballpark single. 1-9. It's an 11. That'll be a liner caught by Cabrera. 1 out. Jose Bautista with his 10 home runs. 4-7. That's going to be a single. Tulowitzki will be able to make his way to third. First and third. 1 out. And the Mets will have to start thinking about some more bullpen action here in the bottom of the fourth already. Look at Josh Smoker kicking it in the bullpen. First and third, they'll play double play depth for Darwin Barney. 6-6 righty is a single. That's going to score a run. Left field, Bautista, not a very quick runner. We're not going to try and get him to third, even though it's usually a case where you would try, but when you don't have a good runner, you just will take, and especially when you need runs. So Navarro, and now Ynoa has reached his point of weakness. They're going to try and see if they can get Ynoa through this inning. 4-10, batting from the left. That's a fly ball to center field X, so this is Granderson that we're going to be checking. The Grandy man is a 3E0, so as long as it is 7 or higher, it is 7, that will be a deep one. Everybody will be able to advance, and he's got an E0, so we just have to make sure it's not a rare play. And that will be a fly out to Granderson, but everybody will advance one. And now it'll be Pilar, which they could walk him. I think they're just going to have Ynoa try and challenge him. So second and third, 2 down, one a run out already across. Runners on second and third, 6-6 is a single again. And we're going to pull the plug on that. Barney, they will try to send him, and they're not going to throw. They're going to keep Pilar at first. Going to throw into second. 2-run single, 8-3 now. And that will be it for Ynoa. So they tried to do it, and we will be getting Josh Smoker in here to try and finish out this inning. Well, the Jays have kept Ryan Tepera warming up, so he will take Cecil's spot when we get to the Mets' top half of the fifth. Justin Smoke will pinch hit for Cecil. So Cecil goes 2/3 of an inning. But Josh Smoker, the lefty, coming in to face Smoke. Runner on first, 2 down. Can he get the out here and get them out of this inning? That is a 3-5 against a lefty. That is a walk. So now Devin Travis, who does have some pop, comes up. If he got a hold of this one, it'd make it 8-6, and it'd be back to a ball game. Potential wild pitch, but Josh Smoker does not have a wild pitch rating. So here's Travis with 2 outs against the lefty. 6-11, batting from the right. That's a fly ball to right X. Jay Bruce, a 3E7. So again, a 7 or above. It is a 7 again, so it's a deep fly ball. He's going to get underneath it. Will he be able to hold on to it with the E7? That is a 9 on an E7. And he makes the play, and that will retire the side. A great play there from Jay Bruce, which if he had found a way to drop that one or just misjudge it, that would have been even more trouble. But they do get 3. They leave 2 on, and it is now 8-3 Mets going to the 5th. So the Mets have Fernando Salas warming up, anticipating that they'll bring Smoker out of the game here. So it's going to be Loney facing off against Tepera, the righty. And that is a 3-3 against a right-hander. That is a single. So right off the bat, more trouble. The Blue Jays look like they could be able to match some bats here, but they got to find the pitching. Got to keep the Mets close. So Flores now, righty-righty matchup. There's a 2-7. That's a ground ball to second base. That will start the double play. It'll be Travis to Tulowitzki over to Encarnacion. 4-6-3. Same thing as in the first inning. That's going to be 2 quick outs. Just what the doctor ordered for Tepera. Now, Rene Rivera looking for his first hit. The only guy on the Mets without a hit. 1-7, that's a grounder to shortstop. Tulowitzki takes a couple steps, throws, plenty of time. Slow runner at first. And no runs, a hit. Nobody left. Still 4-0. It's not 4-0. It's 8-3. Well, since this is similar to September, the Mets appear to be ready to use their bullpen with knowledge that the September call-ups have happened. So they do have a pretty deep bullpen right now. And it'll be Upton Jr. facing Fernando Salas. Came over from the Angels in a trade. So was it a trade? It may have actually just been a release. I forget. I'd have to take a look. But we don't have time for that. Let's go. Upton Jr. 0 for 2 so far. 4-8. Batting from the right. And that's a walk. So he will get on base. Salas. It's going to be -3 from the 17. Probably not too advantageous to steal here. So let's hold tight with Tulowitzki up. This guy can definitely put a charge into one. 3-7. That's a grounder to short, though. This is not going to be a charge. This is going to be a turnover. Turned it over to Cabrera. He gets it to Flores, over to Loney, and that's 2 outs. So Salas snuffs that one out as he gets Tulowitzki to commit one of the most frustrating things for a manager, that's seeing a guy hit into a double play when you just need to get something started. 5-8 against Encarnacion, batting from the right. That's a ground ball to second. Flores 4 and 6. That is probably going to be a single. It is not good range, so Encarnacion will reach, and then there's 9 on the E24. No error. So now they really need Joey bats to come through here. 2 outs, runner at first. Salas just looking to close it down. There's a wild pitch potential. 1-2. A 1 again, so there is a wild pitch. One's back to back. There's another one. There we go. There's more ones, but that's an 11. So that doesn't come true again. So Bautista, now 1-11. He's hit by a pitch, so the wild pitch was almost inconsequential because he would have moved up on the hit batsman. Maybe a little frustration at his wildness. Now Barney, 2 on, 2 outs. This would get it to 6 if he could find a way to knock one deep. 3-6. He needs a 1 for a double. They had a bunch of 1s, but they're not going to get one now. Fly ball. It's going to be caught out and let by Cespedes. It doesn't get to the fence. That is it for the 5th. No runs. No hits. 2 men left. 3 guys reached, but they couldn't get anybody home. All right, the Jays, they're going to try and get Tepera through a second inning here. He threw relatively quick first inning of work. Pinch hitter for Salas, who pitched a nice inning there in the bottom of the 5th. Well, I wouldn't say nice. He walked, he hit a batter, he threw one in the dirt, it got away. But he did survive, which is half the battle. Kelly Johnson will come in, the lefty, to face Tepera. The Jays not going to their bullpen. And so 3-9 against a righty, that's a strikeout. So a good way to start there for Tepera. Brings up Curtis Granderson, who is 0 for 2, but walked and scored in the 4th. 3-10. That's a grounder to Tulowitzki. He's up with it. He throws to first in time. 2 down. Jose Reyes, 2 for 3. Good day for him so far. 1-9, that's going to be a grounder to second, and Travis makes short work of that. 1-2-3 inning for Tepera. That will be it for him, though. He's going to bat 3rd. Coming up in the bottom of the inning, it's through 5.5. Still 8-3. Mets on top. So it'll be Jim Henderson now for New York. Pitching, this will be their 5th pitcher of the night. Well, it's a day game, so 5th pitcher of the day. Going to face Navarro, Pilar, and a pinch hitter. So 6-8 against a left-handed hitter is going to be a strikeout. 1 down. Gets the better of Navarro, and Navarro is 0 for 2 with a walk. So Pilar now 1 for 2. Grounded double play and singled. 4-5, batting from the right. That's a strikeout. 2 in a row for Henderson. They may have him take 2 innings here if he can get the pinch hitter out. The pinch hitter, who is in the on-deck circle, will be not Justin Smoke. He was the last one. It'll be, let's see, Michael Saunders. Actually, no. That wasn't. I got the number wrong. It's going to be Ryan Goins. Hasn't played much. He will get a chance right here. Get a pinch hit. Pinch hitting in the 6th. They need to get something started here. I don't know if he'll be the one to do it. 6'4", batting from the left. A grounder to short. Cabrera, 3 range, 8 air rating. 3 and 18, he dives and gets it. Gets up with it, throws to first, and it's in time. So that is it for the 6th. Again, it's 8-3. Mets looking to get to 31 and 17. Be a great mark for them. They are just warming up here as they end the season with Pittsburgh and the Marlins. It's a good way to finish up for them, and they'd love to get closer to around 35 wins if they can get there. And that would be a start here, getting this one and closing this one out today. We'll be back for the 7th shortly. Okay, so we've got Cespedes coming up, and Blue Jays are going a little deep in their bullpen here, turning to Matt Dermody to the lefty. Probably looking for Bruce and then Loney, but he's going to have to get through Cespedes first. And here we go. That's a 3-6 against the lefty. That's a strikeout. 1 down. So that's 1. Now Jay Bruce. 1-9. That is going to be trouble. 1-2 would be a double. It'll be a single. Brings up Asdrubal Cabrera, the switch hitter. 8-3 currently. 1 out. Runner at first. It's a 5-6 batting from the right. That's a single. It's going to be first and third with 1 out. Bruce strolls in to third base. Now they're going to have to play with the... they'll play with the corners in here for Loney. Slow runner. They'd love to get a double play here. They don't want to give it up on the middle infield. 5-8 batting from the left. That one is long, and that one is a gone. That is a 3-run bomb for Loney in this game. Is now a real trouble spot for the Blue Jays. It's not looking like it's going to come back to them. 3 in. Bruce, Cabrera, Loney. Loney goes deep. Normal power, so it's definitely a homer. Now 11-3. Wilmer Flores. So Dermody, that has not worked out very well. 2-4 against the lefty. 1-15 single chance. We're going to call it a 14. I have like one little imperfection here. And it does go to the 14, so that will be a single. And, wow, this is... Now, Rene Rivera, will he get his first hit of the game? Seems like everybody is hitting now. 2-7 lefty. Walks. At least he reaches. Blue Jays are going to have to get somebody else warming up here. This is not good. They'll get Jason Grilly. Just anybody to try and get through this. So now it's going to be the pitcher's spot. They'll let Henderson hit at this point. So Henderson, a left-handed hitter. 6-12 against the lefty. It's a grounder to second base. Not holding the runner at this point. So it's going to be 2E19. 2-13. This will be a double play as long as it's no error. There's a 14 on an E19, and that is a play made, so that will get them out of the inning. 4-6-3. Henderson. And he pitched in the 6th, but that is going to be a 3-run inning. We'll go to the bottom of the inning. Henderson will be back out there. And the fans are returning to their seats to get ready for Devin Travis to face Jim Henderson here. Bottom of the 7th. 6-3, batting from the right, fly ball to right field. Bruce 3, E7. 3 and 5, that should be a hit. Probably a single. Yes, it is. And then a 9 on the E7 is not an error. But Bruce will not have the range to get to it, so there may be some Mets fans upset that I didn't pinch hit for Henderson here. Let's see what happens. Melvin Upton Jr. We could try and send Travis, but they need runs, not outs. 5-8 against a righty. That's a walk. This is getting a little hairy. Still 11-3. I mean, Tulowitzki. 1-5. Strikes out. 1 out. Encarnacion. Potential balk or passed ball. It would be balk. Henderson does have a balk rating at 1-9. But 20 doesn't follow through. 2-6. This is going to score a run. It's going to be a single, 2 stars. In comes Travis. To third goes Upton. 11-4. And Henderson is going to be done here in the bottom of the 7th. They're going to bring in a pinch, a reliever. He maybe went a little bit too long there from what we would want, but pitched so well right up off the top. Who's coming up? Bautista. They're going to ask Robles to pitch again. Didn't have a great outing last time. Figure he's not going to have that happen twice in a row. Henderson goes 1 1/3. So here is Robles to face Bautista. First and third. They'll play with the infield back. They'll concede a run if they don't get the double play, but they would love to get a double play and end this. 4-8, batting from the right. That's a strikeout. Big strikeout. Now it's Barney. They can see their way out. Could think about pinch hitting here. And they will. You're going to pinch hit with Michael Saunders. Mets do have lefties they can match up with, but they think they're just going to stick with Robles here with 2 outs. 1-5 against a righty. 1-8 would be a single. It's a 17. That's a line. That's a ground ball to first base. That'll be a U3, and that gets the job done. So 1 run across, and that's all. Robles shuts him down. And the Blue Jays will have to make a move on the Saunders pinch hit. So we'll do that when we get back. Okay, it's the top of the 8th, and the Blue Jays make one more move. They bring in Donaldson, which, Donaldson could have pinch hit there with 2 on and 2 outs. Decided Saunders as a lefty might be better option. Instead, they're going to bring Donaldson in the 9-hole for the pitcher, and then they're going to put the pitcher in where Saunders pinch hit. And that'll be Scott Feldman, looking for a couple innings out of him. And he's going to start with the top of the order here. The right-hander against lefty Granderson. 6-6 is going to be a single. It's kind of too late for stealing here. Too late and too much of a spread. 6-10, batting from the left. Fly ball to the left, that'll be caught. 1 out. Be caught there by Upton Jr. 1 out. Cespedes. 4-9 righty, grounder to shortstop. That will turn 2 going. 6-4-3. Tulowitzki starts it. That is the end of the top of the 8th. No runs, a hit, nobody left. Okay, so we'll stick with Robles here in the bottom of the 8th. Deanna Navarro 1-3 is gonna pop it up to short. Be caught by Cabrera. Pilar 2-11, grounded to third base. Reyes. Deloney, 2 outs. Pinch hitter. Actually, no, we don't have a pinch hitter. I put that guy in the wrong spot. Donaldson's supposed to go there. So it'll be Josh Donaldson pinch hitting right here. Facing Robles. Nobody on. 2 outs. 5-9. Righty. Strikes out. And Robles with a good inning and a inning and 2/3. That will be, we're going to go to the ninth. It's still 11-3. Actually, 11-4. My bad. 11-4. Mets on top of the Blue Jays. All right, so on a little mop-up duty here for Feldman, it's going to be Jay Bruce leading off against him here. 1-8. Grounder right back to Feldman. He will throw to first in time. 1 out. Cabrera, 6-4, batting from the left. Grounded to third. That'll be Donaldson. 2E17. 2-13. He gets to it. E17 and 15 is going to be an error. E5 didn't get a very good warm up there, so maybe he should have tried a little harder. Loney. 5-6 lefty is a walk. Brings up Wilmer Flores. Seems like an hour ago. Went yard, but he's 2 for 3. He lacks a triple for the cycle. 4-11 righty. Fly ball left. X. Left fielder is Upton. I don't think you can get a triple with that. No, you can't. A 1 is a double, though, and that's going to score Cabrera. Loney's going to hold up at third, and the day just keeps getting worse for the Blue Jays. See, is there an error? 13 on an E4. No error, but insult to injury now. That makes it 12-4. Tripled them up. So Rivera, so a 4 for 5 day for Flores. Rivera still looking for a hit. 4-7 righty, strikes him out. Feldman is a 3-inning reliever, so that is a good strikeout. Pitcher spot. Give Ty Kelly a pinch hit opportunity here. Second and third. 2 down. 2-3. Oh boy, this is going to be another single here unless it's a 17-20. That's going to score a run. Now 13-4. Holding up at third, Flores. Granderson now with the runners at the corners. Feldman just trying to get out of this inning. We could have a balk or a passed ball chance for Navarro. Needs a 1. Gets a 20. So Granderson now. A lot of at-bats here. Ballpark single 1-9. They need a high number. That's an 8. That's another single, another run. That's 14. Oh, my word. Ballpark single. Now Reyes. And do we need to take Feldman out? I really wanted to just get him through the 2-8. 1-6, a home run chance. Can't go, can it? It stays in the park, and that will be the end of the inning. They do get 3 more across. 6, 10, 14 for the Mets. I'm not going to put the score in there because that's a surefire way to cause problems, but we will just go straight to the bottom of the inning here. 14-4. And the Mets are going to Sean Gilmartin will come in. Try and get 3 outs here off of Travis, Upton Jr. and Tulowitzki. So here we go. 3-8 from a lefty is a fly ball to left. It'll be caught. 1 out. Cespedes makes the play. Upton Jr. 1-4. Possible home run on a 1-8. It's going to stay. It's going to be caught by Cespedes a second time. And now Tulowitzki, final chance. 1-8. Possible single. Is it a 19 or a 20? It's an 18. Just barely gets the single. Just gets under the glove. He can't rouse it. Now Encarnacion. Potential pass ball. I put a defensive indifference there. No balk rating for Gilmartin. 4-9 righty. That one is gone. That's a home run off Gilmartin. Straight old home run. 2-run shot. Makes it 14-6. A little closer, but Mets still have Addison Reed or Juris Familia they could turn to if they really wanted to lock this down. Bautista, 110 against the lefty. That's a ground to third base. Up with it, Reyes. He throws across the diamond in time to Loney, and that's it. 2 runs across, but that is a 6 where they needed a 15. 14-6. A couple touchdowns, a couple field goals. That's where we end the game. The Mets move to 31-17. The Blue Jays, they dropped to 27-21. Still in plenty good shape for the playoffs, but they would have loved to have been able to take another one off the Mets and just kind of like, as we said, playoff atmosphere. Just want to try and assert some power, and instead the Mets just showed why they've been dominating all season. Pretty good pitching, even making it through a starter getting hurt early on. So anyway, if you could hit the like button, we would appreciate it here at Tabletop Baseball Plus. We will continue to have games here in this 2016 Tenacious Baseball League version 2.0 project. Thanks for checking us out here. Again, hit the like. You could subscribe if you want to get updates on the channel in real time. So this is Earl. I usually go by the Tenacious Earl as the name. And we will see you soon here. Almost certainly before the holiday coming up. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy the mild weather here on the East Coast or wherever you're at. Just enjoy time. Be safe. Wear your mask and distance. Keep yourself safe. Keep your loved ones safe. Keep your coworkers and your friends and your neighbors safe too. So we'll see you soon here. Back here on Tabletop Baseball Plus.